Hi, my name's George. I'm a chaplain at the local Orange County jails. And this morning we were thinking about sharing an inspiring story about a woman who had requested a chaplain visit. This goes back a couple of years. She was angry, she was hateful, she was very fearful, and she needed to speak to a chaplain. And she checked Christian Science. So when I went in to speak to her, you know, that we're behind glass, so she's on the other side of the glass, and she just expressed so much kind of anger and resentment. And I asked her, I said, can you give me something you love? Is there anything in your life that's loving or love? And she said, I have a little 4-year-old daughter who loves me so much, and I just can't figure out why she does it. She always says, Mom, you're back in prison again, or you just got out and you're back again. Why do you do this? And she said, and I said, well, you love her so much. What else do you love? Do you love music? She said, I love rap music. I said, oh, terrific. Can you, how about writing me a rap song that you think I'd like? Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. All my rap songs are ugly. They're evil. They're not very loving. I said, okay, well, that's your assignment. Next time I see you, I would like to hear a loving rap song. When she came back with this little song, you know, one of the things we were sharing about getting over anger and resentment were citations from the Bible, from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, and about, you know, really the great commandments: to love the Lord with all your heart and your soul and your mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. The hymn that came to mind is Speak Gently, and we read that from the hymnal. Speak gently, it's better far to rule by love than fear. Speak gently, let no harsh word mar the good we may do here. Well, she loved that song. She thought, wow, that's pretty cool. And we talked about it for quite a bit. She had been a gang leader and was expected to be kind of hard and wanted to maintain her, you know, her sort of hard persona. I said, well, you can shift that to a more gentle, loving persona. We talked about being grateful for the fact that her little daughter loved her, and just really about love in general, how important it is to love. That was the key. Probably 2 or 3 weeks later, I had an opportunity to get back, and when she came to the visiting center, she told me an interesting story that she'd just gotten out of solitary confinement. She was put in solitary for getting angry with another woman in her cell area, and she had time to think about some of the things we've been talking about loving our neighbor, about being grateful for the good that she could express, and for the good that's come into her life. And what she really loved was her little daughter. And she said she heard a rap on the solitary door, and the guard was there and letting her out. Said, "You're free to go." And she said as she went back to her cell, she encountered this woman that had got her in trouble in the first place. They'd gotten into a fight and were angry at each other. And when she started to provoke my friend, she said, you know, she thought to herself, how could I do this? I just felt such gratitude for getting out and for loving more. And so she said, I really wanted to just speak gently, and I told her, it's okay. I said, we're okay. We don't have to get into a fight. She told her, I love you, and let's just be friends. And it was a heartfelt story, because as I remember it now, they hugged each other, and then they went back to their cell. You could feel that she'd had just a wonderful transformation of a way of thinking, and that was the last time I saw her. But I think she went on her way knowing that the most important thing and the most important thing is to love our neighbor, and that the vital part is just to try to speak gently and love more. So it was a gratifying chaplain experience that I'm very grateful for.